Hello students, today we are going to discuss a few important reactions of carbonyl compounds, and in that sequence let's start with the reduction reactions. Reduction reaction. The carbonyl compound, it can be reduced either to alcohol or to the hydrocarbon, or when you are using the ketone it can also be reduced to phenol. Let's see all the reactions. Here we are taking the carbonyl compounds. When it is reacting with any reducing agent like NaBH4. What is NaBH4? Sodium borohydride, or lithium aluminium hydride, LiAlH4, lithium aluminium hydride, or any metal like nickel, platinum or palladium. Then the reduction process takes place, and what is the addition takes place of hydrogen. So one H gets attached here, one H gets attached here, and what we are getting? CHOH, and this is alcohol. Okay, so first way, the reduction reaction, the carbonyl compounds can be reduced to alcohol. The second one, where this carbonyl compounds, they can be reduced to hydrocarbon, CH2. Students, ये जो reaction है, this is very important in doing the conversion. So by three ways we can convert this. Let's see that. First one, when you are treating carbonyl compounds with HI and red phosphorus. HI or red phosphorus के साथ when you are heating carbonyl compounds at the particular temperature, I guess the temperature it is 423 Kelvin. Yes, it is 423 Kelvin. Then what happens? 4HI will get attached here. Now 2H will combine with the oxygen. So what will be formed here? I will write here minus H2O. 2H will get attached with this carbon and you will get CH2, and iodine will come out in the form of iodine. Okay, iodide ion will come out in the form of iodine. Now if you are treating the carbonyl compound aldehyde or ketone with hydrazine, NH2 NH2, first it forms the hydrazone. Suppose it is any aldehyde or ketone it is there, then it forms NH2. This is hydrazone. In nucleophilic addition reaction we had seen that how hydrazine act as a nucleophile and it attacks over there. O and H2 combines and this NH2 gets attached with this carbon and they form an addition product, hydrazone. Now this hydrazone, when it is reacting with KOH and ethylene glycol, KOH and ethylene glycol, then what will happen? This NN, it comes out in the form of nitrogen. So I will write minus N2 and CH2 will be formed. So whatever the compound is, it will convert into hydrocarbon. We will take the reactions in detail and we will write down their products. And if you are treating this carbonyl compound in the presence of zinc amalgam, ZnHe, in presence of HCl, then the reduction takes place and it converts carbonyl compound into CH2, and this is a name reaction, students, and its name it is Clemmensen reduction. A very important name reaction, Clemmensen reduction, and this is also a name reaction, that is Wolff-Kishner reduction. Okay, so the Wolff-Kishner reduction, it is when we are talking about the here it is double F. Please make it double F. When we are making the reduction with the help of hydrazine, KOH and ethylene glycol. Okay, so these are the two named reactions. Now along with this, the carbonyl compound, if it is ketone, okay, so I am taking specifically for this reaction, if it is ketone, then it undergoes bimolecular reduction in presence of magnesium amalgam and water. In presence of magnesium amalgam and water, bimolecular reduction takes place. The name it is bimolecular reduction. Okay, now how the bimolecular reduction will take place? See students, I am just showing you here RCRO. Okay, now two molecules of the ketone, in the same way you just write them. Now this double bond will break and one valency of carbon and oxygen will get free and they will form magnesium amalgam और water की form presence में they will form the pinacol. The bond will form between two carbons and O will convert into OH. So whatever will be the structure, R, C, R as it is, there will be a bond between carbon and OH. Okay, this is called as pinacol. You can draw the structure of pinacol. This is the pinacol. Okay, now we will write some reactions to make more clarity for this. Suppose we are having this aldehyde CH3 CH double bond O, acetaldehyde ethanol we are having. When it is undergoing reduction with any of these reducing agents, suppose it is reacted with nickel, then it is going to convert into 1H will come here, 1H will come here. So aldehyde will form primary alcohol CH3 CH2OH. And if you are going to take here any ketone CH3, see, suppose we are taking the acetone, if it is undergoing reduction in presence of any of these reducing agent, then एक H कार्बन पे ऐड हो जाएगा, एक H यहाँ पे ऐड हो जाएगा. And what is the structure of the alcohol form? CH3 CHOH CH3. So 1 degree alcohol, and here you are going to have 2 degree alcohol. यहाँ पे हमने क्या लिया है? Aldehyde, and here we had taken ketone. So एक हमने summarization कर दिया है. Aldehyde will form 1 degree alcohol, ketone will form 2 degree alcohol on reduction. And here suppose if you have to make the clarity of this reaction, you can easily write down. अगर हमारा CH3 CHO है, and if it is treated with this 4HI in presence of red phosphorus, so how the product was formed? 2H will take this oxygen and 2H will come at its place. So C, 2H and 1H. It is going to form ethane. So CH3 plus 2 H2O plus 2 I2. Okay. Now if it is acetone, then what will be the product form? CH3 C double bond O CH3. Now if it is combining with 4HI in presence of red phosphorus. अब देखो यहाँ पे these two hydrogen will take this oxygen and in place of it 2H will come and it is going to form propane CH3 CH2 CH3 बन गया and 1 H2O along with 2 I2. Okay, so here it has converted into hydrocarbon. अब देखो यहाँ पे भी same reaction होगा. First it is going to form the hydrazone and then it will convert into this hydrocarbon. Same here also the reduction will take place and you will get the hydrocarbon. And this pinacol formation we had already discussed. So here this is all about the reduction reaction, in what ways the carbonyl compound can be reduced. Now we are going to discuss about the oxidation reaction. Oxidation reactions. The next type of reaction given by the carbonyl compound is oxidation reactions. Now students, here we will notice that in aldehydes we are having one CH bond, okay, and it can be easily cleaved to get convert into OH. When you are doing the oxidation, it's get convert into RCOOH. So simply क्या होना है यहाँ पे, this bond has to be clear and it has to be oxidized into OH. Okay, so with the help of mild oxidizing agents also this can be done. Mild oxidizing agent अब हम कौन सी बात करते हैं, suppose Tollens reagent, Fehling solution, or if you are taking the Benedict solution, if you are taking the bromine water, these are all mild oxidizing agents. They all can oxidize aldehydes into carboxylic acids. But when we talk about the ketones, then in ketones RCOR. Now here the carbon-carbon bond has to be cleaved. Not only that, along with that other bonds also has to be cleaved. So for this oxidation of the ketones, they require strong oxidizing agents. They cannot undergo oxidation with the mild oxidizing agents. So let's take the reactions in detail. First we will discuss about the aldehydes and then we will take the ketones. Here I am taking the carbonyl compounds. First we will take their flow chart and then we will take them in detail. This is the carbonyl compound and carbonyl compound में भी कौन सा है, aldehyde. The aldehyde first when it undergoes oxidation with Tollens reagent, then they form a silver metal which shines like a mirror. So this is also called as silver mirror test. Aldehydes on reacting with Tollens reagent, they forms the silver mirror. Similarly, aldehydes when they are treated with Benedict solution, they forms reddish brown PPT. Okay, reddish brown PPT of Cu2O. Similarly, third mild oxidizing agent which we are going to talk, it is the Fehling solution. This Fehling solution when added to the aldehyde, it gives again the red brown PPT of Cu2O. Okay, now here it is important students that with all the three reagents you can distinguish easily the aldehydes with ketones. अगर आप Tollens reagent, Benedict solution, Fehling solution aldehydes में add करते हो तो they will give the positive test, but they when added to the ketones they give the negative test. अगर यहाँ पे ketone होगा तो it will not form the silver mirror, it will not form the reddish brown PPT here as well as here. Okay, so it is a test to distinguish between aldehyde and ketone in the laboratories. Now let's just take the detail of Tollens reagent. First of all, we should know what is Tollens reagent. It's a very important reactions. Many a times they had asked to distinguish between the two compounds. One will be having aldehyde, one will be having the ketones. So Tollens reagent, ammonical silver nitrate, ammonical solution of silver nitrate. Now students, how we are preparing this Tollens reagent? In the silver nitrate solution, when NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide solution is added, first it forms a grey colored precipitate of Ag2O. This is grey colored precipitate. Okay, along with this NH4 combines with NO3 and it comes out in the form of ammonium nitrate. Okay, along with this one water molecule is also formed. Now this Ag2O again combines with NH4OH. Okay, and it forms a complex Ag NH3 whole twice it forms a complex. Along with this, we are going to have the water molecules. Here we are going to write 2 AgNO3 and 4, and we will get 3 H2. Okay, so this is ammonical silver nitrate solution. This is the Tollens reagent. Now it is going to react with the carbonyl compound, that is the aldehyde. Suppose we are taking this RCHO. ठीक है, एल्डिहाइड है हमारा, कोई सा भी एल्डिहाइड है, इथेनॉल लिया, बेंजल्डिहाइड लिया, कोई सा भी एल्डिहाइड है. In this you had added this Tollens reagent. So AgNH3 whole twice, okay, plus 3OH. Now when it combines, first of all aldehyde जो है वो ऑक्सीडाइज होगा कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड के अंदर. ठीक है, CHO into COH. Along with this you will get silver mirror. ये जो सिल्वर मेटल होता है इसका प्रेसिपिटेट बनता है and it shines like a mirror, so it is called as silver mirror. Okay, now along with this NH3 comes out in the form of ammonia. Along with this we are going to have, see, अगर यहाँ से this one O comes here and this H comes here, then we will have here one O will come here, so here will be 2. So what is going to form? 2H2. ठीक है, so whenever you are going to write the test either in the practicals or in the theory, you will write down this reaction. The aldehydes, they combines with the Tollens reagent and they get oxidized to carboxylic acid along with the formation of silver mirror, by which you can identify the test. Okay, by which you can do the test and identify the aldehyde. Now in the next we are going to discuss this Fehling solution. So I guess you have understood this about the Tollens reagent. Now the second one, it is the Fehling solution. But this part it is also important from practical point of view, because in our 12th class we are having one experiment where you have to identify the functional group, so it will be helpful over there also. Let's start with the next one, Fehling solution. Now what is this Fehling solution? Alkaline solution of copper sulfate containing Rochelle salt, ROCHELLE, Rochelle salt. Alkaline solution of copper sulfate containing Rochelle salt. What is this Rochelle salt? Sodium, potassium tartrate. Okay, now how it is formed? For this we are taking two solution. In the laboratory we are having Fehling A and Fehling B. Okay, when you are making the Fehling solution, you add Fehling B to Fehling A. Now what is Fehling A? Aqueous copper sulfate solution. ठीक है, now this Fehling B, it is alkaline solution of Rochelle salt. And what is Rochelle salt, students? Sodium potassium tartrate. You can write it here also. Now when you are adding this Fehling B to Fehling A, you get the Fehling solution. And what is Fehling solution? Alkaline solution of copper sulfate containing the Rochelle salt. Okay, that means copper ions, they are complexed with the tartrate ions. Now we will write down the reaction. Here RCHO, aldehyde, when combines with copper ions, and it is alkaline solution, so we will write OH ions also. Then first aldehyde will get oxidized to carboxylic acid. Okay, Along with this, you will get Cu2O, and because of the formation of this cuprous oxide, you are going to have the reddish brown precipitate. Reddish brown precipitate. Okay. Along with this, we are going to have the formation of water molecules, and here the water molecules formed will be 3. Okay, so in this way the Fehling solution can also be used to detect the aldehyde functional group. And the third one, it is Benedict solution. Here students, the Benedict solution is nothing but it is, you can just write it down, Benedict. Benedict solution, it is also the same, but here instead of tartrate ions, we are having the citrate ions. So we can write down the meaning definition. It is alkaline solution of Cu plus 2 ions. Alkaline solution of Cu plus 2 ions complexed with citrate ions. स्टूडेंट्स ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शंस को बहुत केयरफुली कर लेना, बिकॉज प्रैक्टिकल्स में भी काम में आएगा. Fehling solution क्या है, Benedict solution क्या है, and what is Tollens reagent, that you all you should know about their formulas and how they are oxidizing the aldehyde to carboxylic acid, that you should know how to write in the form of reactions. Now we are going to take it for the ketones. When ketones are undergoing oxidation reaction, I have already told you, along with the cleavage of carbon-carbon bond, other bonds also has to be cleaved. So with the mild oxidizing agent, you cannot do the oxidation, but you need for ketones, you need strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent में you can take concentrated HNO3, or you can take acidified potassium dichromate, or you can take acidified KMNO4. Okay, so these are the strong oxidizing agent which converts ketone into mixture of acids. How it is taking place, students? Mixture of acids. Suppose I am taking here CH3, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. Now, when it is undergoing reaction with concentrated HNO3. Now, see, either this bond can be broken or this bond can be broken. Okay, if this bond is broken here, यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट बनाना देख लो कैसे बनाते हैं. अगर यहाँ पे ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक हो रहा है, here 1 and 2 कार्बन आ गया तो 2 कार्बन का एसिड बना दो, here 1 and 2 तो 2 कार्बन का एसिड बना दो. So what will be the product? 2CH3 COOH. ठीक है. Now if this bond is broken, I am just taking different color so that we can write down. If this bond breaks, then left hand side एक कार्बन है, so what is the product of one carbon? HCOH. Okay, and right hand side में 1, 2 and 3 कार्बन है, तो CH3 CH2 COH it should be formed. and क्या होता है कि जो HCOH है, it forms actually CO2 plus H2. so हम HCOH नहीं लिखते हैं, we are writing CO2 and H2O. okay, now which bonds will be cleaved with Now, which bond will be cleaved? It will be decided by one rule, that is Popov's rule, a very important one. Popov's rule decide which will be the product over here. Now, what does this rule says? That this carbonyl group will stays with the smaller alkyl part. This is the alkyl part having 1 carbon. This is the alkyl part having 2 carbon. So, this carbonyl group will stays with the smaller alkyl group, and the cleavage will takes place from here, and the product formed will be this one and not this one. Okay. So, according to the Popov's rule, students, you can decide the product. Suppose we are having this type of ketone CH3CO. This is the acetone. So acetone on reacting with concentrated HNO3. Now here to either side if the cleavage is going to take place, it will be the same. अगर यहाँ से cleavage होता है तो CH3COH, one side तो we will get acetic acid और another side में हमारा एक कार्बन है, so we are going to have CO2 plus H2. So in this way you can write down the product. Suppose इस तरह का कोई है CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH2 CH1 2 1 2 3 ले लेते हैं एक साइड. Now what is the product? You can easily tell me students here. According to the Popov rule, this CO will stays with this one. So the cleavage will takes place from here. 1 2 3 तीन कार्बन है, तीन कार्बन कैसे बना दो 1 2 3 तीन कार्बन है. So here the product will be 2 CH3 CH2 COH. So here we have discussed how the aldehydes and ketones they undergoes reduction reaction and oxidation reaction.